Yo, what's good, you lot? Black Ops 6 is finally out, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best settings to be running on Black Ops 6. They're my personal settings, I'm still tweaking them a little bit, but this is mainly what I'm be running right now. The settings are going to be right after my intro, so stick around. My Twitch and all my other socials are down below if you want to drop a follow on those. And as you can see, only 9% of the people that be watching my videos are subscribed to my channel. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to go down below and drop a sub for me. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you, I hope you enjoyed the video. Now I'm going to get into the settings. So I'm going to first start off with my controller settings. I run 1717. I can't do 2020. I think it's just a little bit too quick for this game. But that's a personal preference kind of thing. My dead zone, I run 060. I think 060 just makes it so you have when you move your left joystick, it moves it instantly instead of like delaying. For those that have stick drift, I'd recommend doing like 5 for the minimum right stick. But if you don't, just run 0 like I am. 99 maximum, I haven't changed this. I think that's fine where it is. Triggers, again, it's personal preference. I have instant trigger things, so this doesn't really matter to me. If I go lower, it's kind of the same thing for me. If you're on a regular controller, I'd recommend going lower. The aiming part, this is the most important part right here. A lot of people run gradual. I run instant. I just prefer that's what I've always ran, so I prefer that. You want dynamic. Dynamic is literally the best aim response curve that you can legit use on COD. And it's been like that for a while. Now let's talk about custom sensitivity per zoom. This is a personal preference. I'm kind of comparing this to my Warzone settings, but I used to run low multiplier on the lower end guns, like no iron sights and lower scopes, just because my sense was so high that I kind of needed to drop that down a little bit. For this game, I think you can probably run 1. So like just turn this off. But these are mine if you want to copy those. I have the high ones on the bottom because for sniping, it's just so I can get when I move and I'm aimed in, it's not so like fast, but that's just what I'd be running. I don't think I've changed any of these. Yeah, nah, these are all the same. Now let's get into movement. So a lot of people may not know this, and probably they may do. They might have watched other videos, whatever. But tactical sprint assist is what gives you tac sprint in this game. And to make it automatic, you need to change the delay to 0. If it's not on 0, there's going to be a delay, and it's not going to feel like instant tac sprint. But yeah, I've got the assists on for sideways and backwards. Mantle, I have it just on. Crouch assist off. Corner slice. I don't know if I like this or not. It basically just means so like when you're turning a corner, your body and your gun rotates to the corner. I guess it's for like better peak angles. But I'm not sure how I personally feel about it, so I'm gonna leave it on for a little bit longer. But if I don't like it, I'm just gonna turn it off. Hybrid. I use hybrid. I don't have a YY macro anymore or anything, so I just do prefer this, dive when I can. I know you can run tap to slide or tap to dive, but I just think that's too clunky for me. One thing I will say though, for any of the other options, if you go to show more, it has short, long slides or medium slides. I'm not sure if it crosses over or makes a difference, but if you're running hybrid, I'd recommend going to tap to slide, just changing it to short and then going back to hybrid. I don't think it does anything, but just in case, you know what I mean, just do it. Auto door peek, I have that off. Mantle, airborne mantle, yeah, I got that on. Sprint restore on. In Warzone, I don't have this on. I feel like it messes me up more than anything, but in this game, I feel like you need it, as well as the maintain sprint. I feel like both those you need on for this game. Parachute behavior, I've got that off. Not like you need it in this game, it's just multiplayer so far. I haven't changed any of these, so I wouldn't mess around with them. And vehicle, I mean, you can copy them, but I haven't changed any of them, and I don't think anyone's going to until Warzone comes out at least. Combat, I'm pretty sure I have most of these as they were, besides the combat one. I have so I usually use prioritize reload because that's what I need in Warzone for closing doors and stuff. But because we're playing multiplayer, I don't think I'm going to leave that on for now. I'm just going to have tap to reload on just because we're not opening doors or anything. But for the rest of these, I haven't changed, I don't think. That's it for this. So now we're gonna get into the graphics settings. Obviously, if you're on console, obviously you can't do any of these. If you're on PC, this is kind of what I'll be running. Low latency, I have this on. To be honest, I don't really notice the difference between any of them when I have them off or boost or anything. So I'll just always leave it on. You always want unlimited frame rate. I used to run this, so the custom. But I just feel like unlimited is a lot better, just in general. So I've just never stopped using it since. I haven't changed any of these, so these will all stay off. The quality part, so this is where it's like, for anyone that has a PC, I'd recommend this one, the Fidelity FX CAS, whatever. But if you do use it, change it to yeah, there you go. I'm not sure what happened right then. But if you are running that, what I'm using, you need to press the show more and put 95 on. It just gives it like a sharper look on the game. VRAM 80, I haven't changed that. So texture, I have it on normal. If you've got a lower end PC, I'd recommend just doing very low for pretty much all the options. But if you've got a decent PC, I'd recommend my settings. I think it makes the game look good without taking too many FPS away from you. So I run normal, low, off. Detail quality is on normal. I mean, I might change it back to low, not sure, but for now I'm just gonna leave it on normal. Particles I have it on low. Bullet impacts and persistent effects I have it off. Shader quality I have it on medium. I used to run it high and everything low, but I feel like running this medium and high, you don't really notice that much of a difference, to be honest. On-demand streaming minimal, and then I haven't changed that, so that's the same. Local streaming quality I have it on low. Shadow quality is up to you. I've got it on normal. I think I just like seeing shadows. If you don't really care about it, you can put it on very low. Screen space I have off. Occlusions low. Screen space reflections off. Static reflections I have it low as well. These are a lot of things you just don't need to be looking at, to be honest. If you're playing the game, you're not going to really notice them anyways. Tessellation I have it off. Low. Deferred physics quality I've got on off. Weather grid volumes low. Water quality I have it on all, but if you've got a lower end PC, I'd recommend just changing it to off. In fact, I'm not sure if it actually makes a difference. You might want to test it on your like your own PC. But here, if you're on PC and if you're on console, this is what I recommend to give like the nostalgic Modern Warfare 2019 look. So you're gonna want 120 FPS, obviously. You're gonna want it affected, otherwise it's gonna like be blurry when you on your scope when you're zooming in. And I mean, me personally, I don't like that. Some of you might, but I don't. Weapon field of view, if put on wide, that resembles like the old FOV for old Modern Warfare. And I haven't changed any of these, so these all can all stay the same. All right, now let's get into audio. This is kind of personal preference. I haven't bought the special audio stuff. I'm not even sure where it is on my PC, to be honest. It's not showing. But this is where you want to be looking. I have gameplay music off and the cinematic music off. I just don't like them, to be honest. When I got Spotify I'm playing and it's in my ear, I don't like it. That's up to you guys though. Dialogue, I've got it on low because my headset makes it super loud. Effects, I have it the same as master game volume because I need to hear the, you know, like effects of the game. The audio mix, I used to run bass boost on Warzone. And then I changed it to, I think on Warzone, it's just headphones. But for this game, the track mix is pretty good. I haven't tested out the headphone boost on this game. I've heard from other people that bass boost gives louder footsteps, but the track mix is just better overall. So it's kind of up to you if you want to try them out yourself. I'm probably going to do an updated settings in a couple of months from now anyways. So for right now, use what you want. If you don't want to follow what I'm using. Voice chat, this is personal preference again. I have it on 2 because it's really loud for me. Not sure why. But the final one is interface. I haven't changed any of these. If you're on PC, you can. This is where you find the FPS counter and all that. That's usually what I run. But the game HUD is where you want to be looking. This is what's gonna, like, if you're on console especially. This is where you can, you know, change the HUD layout for if you're streaming or whatever. You put different boxes everywhere. I just leave on the standard. I'm used to it, so that's what I run. Visuals, I'd recommend a squared map. You can just see a little bit more on the corners. I haven't got any of this on, or I haven't changed any of the stuff. But the colors, this is where it's important. So this is my custom colors. This is like, this part doesn't matter, but this part matters. The color filter settings. If you're on console, you basically need these to make the game look somewhat decent. So filter 2, as you can see, this one's more of a yellow. The third one's more of like a reddish tone, and this one's more of a neutral tone for me. That's kind of how I describe it, at least. You want it on both interface and the world, so you can see it in the game. If you have it on just interface, it's just the interface. If you have it on the world, it's not the interface. I have it on both, but if you don't want it on both, just have it on world at least. But you need the color intensity to be at 100. But those are my settings. I hope you enjoyed the video. Some of the clips might have me talking in them for once. I'm gonna try some new things out from YouTube. And other clips might not. It's not gonna be full gameplays, obviously. I don't want to bore you guys with 20-minute long gameplays, so it's just gonna be cuts and clips of good things I've done. Or I might just throw in a gameplay at the end that was a good gameplay. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a good day. Peace.